Guess who? It's been a while, right? It's been a while since I last filmed. So I've been working on this side of the engine bay, and on this side, as you guys can see, I'm slowly working on this side. So on underneath this side of the wheel well, I'm just going to grind down as much as I can and just coat it, primer it, wire wheel it, get all the rust off of it, because it started getting surface rust. Then I'm going to get a belt grinder, the narrow belt grinders, and get in there and grind this all down and make it nice and smooth so I can start laying the Bondo, start laying, like all this right here, I'm not going to care about, because this is not going to get seen at all. So it's mostly all underneath this, and on the other side, that's mostly what I care about. Cleaned the garage up yesterday, the whole garage is cleaned up. All of Alex's stuff right here. He got another transmission, B16. That transmission is fully done and ready to go. I got these two B20 heads that I'm going to be giving to SB Machine Shop because they help me out all the time. So this is like a thank you to them. One is ported and polished, the other one is not. So if they have one of those ready for built, like they're built and they have a picture of it, I'll post it. Right now, these are pictures that I'm going to be posting on screen of Alex's car. His motor's getting worked on. The block is finally done. Last minute, Alex decides to get new valves because his valves weren't good. He had skunk tube retainers and springs and stock valves. So he was like, okay, I'm going to go something bigger. So he went with SuperTech, and he went with SuperTech valves, and the only thing that he needs is valve guides. So on screen is the pictures that he sent me of what has been getting done. The valve guide should be here on Monday, not this Monday, I think next Monday. And then the whole body block will be assembled, and it will be here. We'll mate it to the transmission, put the clutch in, all that works, and then that car is going to get painted, and it is out of here. No, I have not forgot about the Fonda build. That's a whole totally different series. I'm still working on that. Still got things to do. Now that the SB Machine Shop's bore and hone machine is up and running again, thanks to We F Shit Up. If you guys haven't checked out his Instagram, I'll leave it in the link down below. We Have Shit Up saves EFs just like Dana from Dana Young Static. So make sure you guys check that out. Yeah, so just waiting on that. Got to get some money for that to get that going. If anybody wants to contribute anything to the Fonda build, like a camshaft or valves or anything like that, let me know, because the block already has everything. But the head, if you want to give it like a cam or a cam gear, that's totally your call. If you guys don't want to, just smash the like button, because it greatly helps me out. And share the videos with your friends, and share it with your grandparents, and share it with your dog, and share it with your fish. But as for me, I'll see you guys tomorrow, because I started kind of late today and I didn't really film much for you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I got bored and I did the thing. So I've been looking at this spindle, and I've been thinking to myself, what could I do to make something that I've always wanted to make? So with literally a what are those called? Whatever these are called. Ouch. Whatever these are called. I can't think of the word right now. But with one of these, a few of these, and one of these, I was able to make something out of nothing. So I took a piece of steel that I had laying around, thick piece. That's the piece right there. And I had a piece of tube, and I cut it all out, did my measurements, and this is what I got. Ugh, hair in my mouth. So I know that you're probably thinking, what the hell is this? Why? Right? Look at that. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Okay, so what this is a brake duct. Chop it here, right here, and put one of those, those weird looking silver things that are always at the end of dryers and whatnot. Clip that onto the end of it, and then you take the front of it, like the other piece of it, towards the front end of the bumper, and every time you drive, it'll suck in there, prolonging the life of the rotor and cooling it down a lot faster than just braking or whatever. See what I'm saying? As I'm explaining this, there will be pictures on the screen of what it does, essentially what it looks like. Now the kits I've seen, how much they go for just for that red hose that you guys just looked at right now, dog, 200 and something plus, right? You think I'm gonna pay 200 and something plus for that? You gotta be out of your mind. So, looking at more of it, I was like, okay, so what am I gonna do? Because they don't sell those plates, and every time I look for a plate for a Honda, all I see is Ford, Mustang, Chevy, whatever. Not even Subaru, not even Mazda, not even Nissan, nothing. So people who have done theirs, they use their brake shield, cut a hole into it, and fit it in there and rivet it on. Is what they normally do, like this picture right here, right? So that's normally what they do. But let's say you don't have one of those, like me, you know, I don't have one of those. You make one of these. Just one of those. And it bolts up right there. Boom, boom. Bada bing. And it took me 2 hours just to make one. God, I hate this hat sometimes. This hat makes me look like a balding middle-aged man. Look at. Anyways, Chris Sadowski would be proud of my welds. I hope. They're not bad. They're not the best, you know, but still learning, still getting it. It's sealed. It's welded to it, so that's good. So now I'm gonna take a break because I just got done doing all that, and kind of wanted it to be like a little surprise, but this is all for Alex too. So and without further ado, this is the prototype. I call it Lazy Ducks V1. I'm sorry. So this is it. As you can see, it's flush here. Welded the inside here around, grinded it. It's already beveled on the outside because I don't know what this was for originally, but I'm using it for this now. So just gotta grind that all down. Maybe check out the steering clearance on there. So this is going to bolt up essentially like this, where the brake shield would be. So if that rotor, you know, yeah, so it'll bolt up like that, and then you'd have the tube on the other side, and then we're gonna paint this wrinkled black, and then Nate from MPC, he might want some, so I'm gonna make him some and send him out some because he is good people. He's a good friend of mine, and I'm gonna hook him up. But this is just a rough guesstimate, I guess you could say. I still need to drill the holes that go here and then check for, like I said, steering clearance and all that, because I don't want to have to put it on there and then like the thing doesn't turn, you know, because the whole thing's supposed to move. So I got to check and make sure it doesn't hit anything inside the wheel well. So that's next. But man, I really don't feel like doing that because this was just getting it just the way I wanted it was 2 hours. This was 2 hours, believe it or not, because I didn't have the right tools. I had to, in order for me to cut a hole in this, because this is thick. Believe it or not, look. So it's really thick, but I had to cut up like as if it was pizza. Just cut, and then I pushed them into the tube using a hammer, and then I cut around it. But the welds were going to cover up the cuts and stuff, so you wouldn't have seen it. And then I welded around on the inside here, well, not on the actual inside, but around here to give it that nice, clean, flush look. And you can see I've been banging it on the floor trying to get it straight because it warped from the heat, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to be straight once it goes onto the it's onto the car. Oh, son. You can get yourself one of these for $355 million. If you guys want one, let me know. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I've been sick with COVID, but I'm good. Unfortunately, I still tested positive, even though it's been a month. But, you know, not much has been going on since I've been sick, because I've been staying inside, been quarantined, losing my mind because I haven't been able to do anything. Playing video games only get you so far, but at the end of the day, man, you just want to work on a car, dude, and it really sucks that you can't. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to be finding some metal. I have it here in the garage, try to make that. Try to see if I can make a hole using some kind of tool that I have. Maybe get a hole saw. I mean, a hole about this size right here would be, well, it's a little thick here, but picture this hole right in the middle, right? But dimple dyed. And then I'm going to be doing that to the roof of the inside of the car also. And I got this from an inspiration from a car company out in Japan called Opera Motorsports. And they put one also right here and up here. So I'm going to be designing some gussets that go there too. And then, yeah, because when the car's painted, it'll look all nice. And you can route the wires or whatever you want through them. So it looks sick. And I'm a sucker for gussets. So, yeah. Okay, got my template drawn out using pencil, the wood pencils that you would get from Home Depot because I don't have a marker. But that's essentially the rough draft. I'm going to add a little bit more material that I'm going to cut out. So that way, you always add a little bit more material so you could play around with it and see if you need to cut down things because you don't want to make it too short. So I'm going to cut this and then I'm going to fit it, see how it looks, shave if I need to, like not me personally, but shave the metal if I need to, shave it down, round it out, round the edges, see exactly what I need to cut off of it, and then I will figure out a way to do the hole. And then after I figure out a way to make the hole, I get the dimple die, and then as soon as it's dimple dyed, I could do the fold on the edge and then full send, weld it in. And then it'll look nice. And just like that, dreams come to reality. Just like OMO Motorsports says. This is the template. That's the piece. So the piece is in here now. See, it comes out. Grounded down the edge. This edge. And it fits exactly how I need it to sit. Boom. That's it. Right there. And then obviously I'm going to hammer just a little bit down here so that way it can go down. But it sits pretty flush. There's a little gappage here, but that's all going to be welded. So that's why I want to do a dimple die first and then fold this over. So that way when I weld it in, I don't have to worry about this folding over or whatever. Because it's going to be hard to do with the angle that I have. But obviously I'm going to take care of everything that's here first. And then, boom. That's it. And then weld up this little hole that's right there. But, damn, hell yeah. Super happy with that. I was also thinking, what kind of gussets could I be doing here? Like, something that could, cover up this nastiness, but I don't want to cover up that hole. Can't think of anything yet, but the gears are turning inside the head. But happy I got this, so now I need to make my hole again. We'll use that brake booster delete I have to mark my hole to where this will be, and then get a hole saw and cut it and then dimple die it. I'm gonna ask Chris what size dimple die would he recommend, because Chris makes gussets in case you guys need some. So that's what I need to do. I need to get on the phone. Also, side note, I'm going to be trying to upload every day for the rest of this week for you guys, because I've been missing out on content for you guys, and I need to keep up to date. Also, speaking of date, if you haven't followed my friend Always Daily Nate on Instagram and on YouTube, I will leave a link to his channel down below. Always Daily. I think it's Always Daily. Let me make sure. Yes, so it's Always Daily Motorworks. Make sure you guys follow him. I'm getting a phone call. Marky, I gotta take this. Yurt. So, if you guys know, when you guys get your car stolen or they take your radio or whatever, they always snip the wires and they never leave it like the harness intact. So, what I did was I tried to make it unstealable. So, like if they're sitting there with a razor, they got to go and cut it and keep cutting it. So I'm going to show you what I did. Alright, don't laugh, I'm no wiring genius, okay? But there's a hard shell in here, and there's a hard shell here. So it's taped, all this is loomed. All this is loomed and taped, and then this hard shell is loomed and taped all the way back. And then this is heat shrinked here and heat shrinked here. I have these wires out just in case he needs to wire something up, and then he could just tape it up to it. But it's all taped up then after they're all heat shrinked and everything. And then another small hard shell here, and a thick hard shell here. So, and just cutting that with a razor sucks ass. So, fuck them. If they're gonna steal the radio, they're gonna have to work for it this time. By the time that they're cutting it open, Alex would be out here with a bat. So, well, not out here, but you know what I mean. Okay, so let's see if I got everything. Shit. You know, I just got done doing Alex's car stereo, and the entire time I'm like, all right, cool, I'm done. What am I missing? What do I always wear? Damn it. Oh, almost forgot. Let me show you the brake booster. Okay, here we go. So I wrinkle blacked it, taped off the sticker, cleaned this up. You can see that looks brand spanking new, but this is all OEM. This was all corroded. Wire wheeled the entire thing. This got wire wheeled and all that noise. Like, look at, you can even see the little metal balls that are right there. I don't even know what they do. But the brake master cylinder itself is clean. This is all clean and painted, so everything all here looks new, because it's all about the little details. Even the cap I cleaned too. But just to show you guys that it is completely cleaned up. So yeah, that's what I did last night, but I didn't film it, unfortunately. Okay, so I spray painted the side of the car black, but my dumbass used rubberized trim coating paint because I'm smart. I saw it and I thought it was black. And anyways, so it's called a guide coat is what you're doing. So essentially, you will spray the area that you're going to sand, right? So you spray it, all of it, right? And then when you start sanding, you'll start seeing that any of the low spots, the block will go right over it and not hit the area that you're trying to show. If that makes sense. So like everything that you see that's black like that, well, that like right there is like a small dent. Oh, well, I pulled a dent here trying to use my tool and just wanted to see how it works. Dent. High spots will whatchamacallit, show metal first before it even starts getting to the paint. So high spots, you can just tap them down with a hammer. This came off. Don't mind this. This dent down here, dent. This one's like a long dent. It looks like somebody karate chopped the side of the car. Dent here and a dent here. So I have some dents on the side of the car, but I'm gonna go over it again with this time with the correct paint and sand it and see what I got. You know, using the block sander, because I used the DA sander to take it all down, because that was a lot, but some of it stayed. But I know there's way more dents than this that's just showing here. There's way more, I already know. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the difference between the two. Now, hold on. Damn. Focus? Is it focused? Okay. So this is all sanded right here, right? As you guys can see, I sanded more, and this is a low spot, that's a low spot. This is a low spot, that's a low spot. This is the actual primer, then it's like the white, see? This is all, like anything that's shiny, because I went over it with some silver, anything that's shiny is considered a low spot. So if you look over here, what do you see right there? A low spot. So I'm gonna look for a dent that I know of, like this right here, right? And I'm gonna sand this real quick, just to show you what you're looking for when you sand a car, when you use this as a guide coat. So you'll start to see when you start sanding it. See that? See how this is still shiny? At the dent. That's why I painted the whole side of the car silver, because when I sand, anything that stays silver is a dent that I'm gonna have to fill in. So if there's any more dents, like you could feel the car and use a light if you wanted to, but this is like a more effective way, and you want to use a hard block. When it's like hard, it doesn't bend. Look at, there's another one right there. another dent. See? And then there's like one right here too. But of course you're gonna have these little things right here, but you can fix that when you sand it down. But that's a dent, and there's a dent over there. So that's what you use. That's what you do by using a guide coat to find out where the dents are, so that way you could get the body perfect. Now, if you see all the silver spots, those are all dents. All those silver spots, all the way down to there. All the silver spots. Don't mind like the heavy, thick silvers, but the ones that look dark are the ones that are dents, and those are the ones that I'm gonna tackle. But for right now, I'm gonna get rid of all the other stuff, so that way I can get it down to bare metal, so I can put some Bondo. I'm gonna wrap it up for this guy, this video, guys. I am tired. I did a lot of stuff to the CRX, and that's about it. So we got the Bondo. I had to wait for it to hard. Didn't sand it because I hung out with friends. But I promise you, I'm going to sand it. If you guys like this video, please make sure to smack that like button. Sorry, I just thought I saw some Bondo on the whatchamacallit, on the side molding. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to smack that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you guys want anything from MPC, San Bernardino Machine Shop, and Finishing Lines, and Run Hard Industries, and a carbon fiber hood for your wagon, and more, links are all down below with discounts. My name is Chris from Lazymangarage, and I'm lazy, so you don't have to be. Peace.